A prisoner, not a guard, pushed a bicycle out of the prison. Brother G just learned about Brother Ching's death. He angrily stood up. The nearby prison guard immediately came over to intervene. Brother G swiftly incapacitated the two guards with a bowl of egg fried rice. The riot police were drawn by the sound of fighting. They used sticks to knock Brother J unconscious, which was his plan to escape. Brother G was hung upside down in a small dark room. The fat man next to him was about to teach him a lesson. Brother G suddenly opened his eyes and knocked him out with an iron pole. The other two came to support him immediately. Brother J used a deadly scissors move and entangled the other person's wrist with his heel, directly breaking the other person's elbow. Finally, he used an iron chain to put the key on the ground, untied the restraints, changed into the clothes of the prison guard, and walked out calm. In fact, he was not panicked at all when someone passed by. No one found out that he was a prisoner. Brother Gia rode his bike out of prison and flew to the United States alone to find out what happened to his brother. He took a taxi from the roadside. When he was about to leave, a girl got in. She explained that she was off work, but the girl said that a bad guy was chasing her. Brother Gia considered it and offered her a lift. Luckily, he reached the destination safely despite the driver's poor skills. Upon arrival, the girl noticed that he was not the driver, but she refrained from contacting the police. Brother Gia visited his brother's house to search for clues. As he looked at the photos on the wall, memories flooded his mind. It turned out that he was a policeman who was in jail because he helped his father to take the blame. He searched the house for a long time but found nothing. Then he called his brother's final phone call. The phone was answered by a salesperson in a clothing store. Brother G went there immediately after knowing the address, but the clothing store was not there. The decoration shop owner, Xiao Mei, was the recent passenger. She is the daughter of the local tiger gang boss. The gangster boss attended Brother Gia's brother's funeral. He and Brother Gia's father were arch enemies. This time he came to explain that his son's death had nothing to do with him. But Brother Gia's father didn't believe it. Xiao Mei was about to leave. Brother Gia hurriedly asked the driver to follow him. He followed Xiao Mei all the way to her home. This scared Xiao Mei and she thought he was going to do something bad. Brother Jie quickly explained that his brother's death had nothing to do with him. Xiao Mei didn't recognize her brother when he called the clothing store. She informed Jie that her brother sometimes used the store's phone. Xiao Mei's father sent his men here. When Jie was about to leave, he was blocked by two gangsters. The leader said to Jie, after a round of ridicule, he asked his accomplices to teach him a lesson. His hat clicked, and he was subdued in less than a second. At this time, another person stood up with his stick. Brother Jie dodged and did a backflip. He kicked the guardrail and kicked him down the stairs. Then he jumped downstairs and was about to leave the alley with his hat. Brother G pulled the straps from his waist and hurt him. His face wanted to shoot, but he was kicked and his front teeth fell out. Brother G confidently stepped over the fence and left the place. He then attended his brother's funeral to bid his final goodbye. He inquired with his father about his brother's demise. His father disclosed the truth to him. His brother was at the Tiger Gang's bar a few days ago. The security guard said he couldn't stay. When the two sides were about to clash, his father's bodyguard Wei arrived in time and resolved the crisis. But that night, his brother was killed. His father told him not to worry. He said he would send someone to deal with it, but Ji naturally didn't agree. He found Xiao Mei to inquire about her brother's location. Surprisingly, the hooligans who were beaten yesterday were playing nearby. Xiao Mei's bodyguard sought revenge for yesterday's attack and invited Jia to join them. But at the beginning, several people joined forces to attack Jia. He was knocked to the ground on the spot. At this time, Brother Ji also understood their intention. In the next game, he became merciless. Not long after, Zi's small seeing that Brother Ji was so brave, Xiao Mei also agreed to help his brother. But what he didn't expect was that his brother was killed the next day. He blamed everything on his father. It must be his father's criminal enemies who did it. At the same time, Brother Ji came to his brother's house again, but found that it was ransacked. At this time, the car on the table, the key caught his attention, and then he hurried to the parking lot and found a crutch in his brother's car. He opened the lid and found a note with some addresses on it. When he returned upstairs, Xiao Mei had come to find him. She told Brother Ji that her brother was also murdered. Brother Ji thought that the two things might be related, so the two decided to find the real murderer together. They came to a repair shop according to the address on the note, but saw that it was full of corpses. Brother G noticed a car outside and hurriedly followed it as he was about to leave. The killer was preparing to retreat and immediately jumped in front of the car to shoot Brother G and the other two. The two robbed a car and killed him. However, the killer had no intention of letting him go. Brother G used the truck to kill a group of people when he passed the intersection. The man successfully drifted 360 degrees and circled back. Shortly after, the killer was knocked out. Brother G took the opportunity to take off the opponent's helmet. Brother G never hits women, so he was merciful when he hit her. As a result, he was kicked instead. Seeing the killer coming, Xiao Mei directly opened the car door and knocked the opponent away. He told Brother Ji not to be soft-hearted, otherwise he might lose his life. But even so, Brother Jia still couldn't do it, so he could only borrow Xiao Mei's fists, and the two of them worked closely together to kill the female killer on the spot. Brother Jia returned home and suspected that his brother's death was linked to his father, as only his father's men had the female killer. Brother Ji lost trust in his father despite his father's denial. Simultaneously, Wei, his father's associates, were looting territories everywhere. Brother Ji's father instigated this to sell the territories to the Chaebol for building houses. Soon the two sides met in a hotel. Chaebol bought these lands for 30 million. After getting the money, the old man left happily. Xiao Mei's father also got the check, but he refused it directly because he wanted to join the gang. For Xiao Mei, he planned to do some legitimate business. His subordinate Lao He unexpectedly rebelled and captured Xiao Mei to force him to hand over the check. Lao Hai also accused me of killing your son. He Lao Da was furious and grabbed his neck with all his strength. Unexpectedly, he pulled out a pistol and shot him to the ground. Then the two sides started a fierce gunfight. The Chaebol took the opportunity to escape to the rooftop and was about to leave. But He Lao Da rushed over and knocked the box out of his hand. When He Lao Da was sorting out the scattered deeds, Brother Ji suddenly appeared. He asked He Lao Da why he killed his brother. He Lao Da said that it was your family who did it. After saying that, he threw the box to Brother Ji and took the opportunity to aim the gun at him. At this critical moment, Xiao Mei was out of trouble, shot Lao He and avenged her father and brother. Later, Ji went home and intended to confront his father, but Wei stopped him. Wei explained, I eliminated your brother because he was unfit to lead the gang. Jia became enraged and immediately engaged in a fight for survival. The two were from the same school and were very familiar with each other's moves. No one could take advantage of that, but after all, Ji had the aura of a protagonist. He saw the right moment and shot Wei in the neck, and after a feint, he kicked him hard. Wei violated martial arts ethics and kicked over the stove. Jiage blocked the burn to self-diggers with his hand and swiftly kicked him away. Then Wei kept attacking Jiage's injured hand. The angry Jiage no longer showed mercy. At this time, there was only hatred in his eyes. He rushed forward and attacked madly. The output shines on Wei's chest and then kicks him in the head. His father says that his brother knows too much and is very arrogant. If he is not eliminated, the whole family will be implicated. In the end,